Morning everybody, and welcome along to a new video. And in this video I'm checking slug traps. Yeah, now you might be wondering, why are we checking slug traps? This is a slug trap, piece of slate, baited up with a bit of crushed cornflakes I've used because we haven't got any grain on the farm. So we have put in a winter grazing crop because we're going to have a bit of a pinch point this autumn with winter housing for the stock. Stock numbers have gone up to a point that we haven't quite got enough housing for them. So we sort of need to get ourselves through a couple of months in the winter until we get one of our covered silos empty. Because back, one of the older videos I told you we were going to cover the silage pits. Well, that's been done. That was done back in April. And the plan is that one of those will be half empty or emptied, and we can use that as a loose yard to house the extra stock. But come the autumn, we're going to have that little pinch point where we're not going to have used enough silage, but the stock might need to come in. So to see us through that to see us through that pinch point, we've put in a green winter grazing crop of Redstart. Redstart, which is this little stuff down here, it's just peeping through, is a hybrid brassica. I think it is a brassica. It's a cross between forage rape and kale. I think it was bred by Germinal in New Zealand, I think, don't quote me, for the vigorous growing of rape. Rape establishes quickly and grows vigorously, but it isn't very winter hardy. Whereas kale is winter hardy, but it's quite slow growing. Kale you just sort of plant in May, June to have a crop for the winter, whereas with forage rape you can plant it in sort of August and you'd have a crop to graze through the winter. This should have gone in before the end of August, but we were a bit late. It's 10th of September it went in, a week ago today, and as you've just seen now, it's already through. It's already coming up. Nice few rows and all there. Now, because it's gone in a bit late, there's a danger of pests. The main pests would be slugs, which is what we've got traps down for, and I think then cabbage stem flea beetle, which also affects like oilseed rape, because they've done away with a seed coating or something that protects it, so you have to use aphicides then, or insecticides, which, yeah, we're not going to get into all that. Anyway, because that's a whole different ball game. So, the slug traps. Piece of slate, placed on the ground, and then we've baited it up with some crushed up cornflakes to try and draw the slugs out, just to keep an eye, make sure you can see the cornflakes there. So there's nothing showing there, no sign of any slugs there anyway. That's the last one in the field to check, and there's no slugs under any yet, which is good because it means we haven't got to spread slugs. Geez, I can't talk again. Which means we haven't got to spread slug pellets yet. My father was like, oh, just get them on. But I thought, no, let's try and do it properly. Let's not just chuck it around, chemicals and money around without needing to. So far, so good. Fingers crossed, we're not going to have slug damage. Okay, so the plan for grazing this winter is we split the field, 7 acres of grass here and 10 acres of green crop here. And then we'll have a fence line either side. So we'll have roughly about 30-40 animals is what we may need to put out here. Depends on how scanning and things go. So we'll have a fence going down the hill grazing the green crop, and then a fence going up the hill grazing the grass. For a bit of grass and a bit of somewhere dry for them to lie on. The crop here was established. We haven't cultivated, we haven't done anything here. All we've done is we gave it a dose of Roundup. Carl Rain came in with his sprayer, sprayed it off with Roundup, but somehow clover has survived. Now I thought Roundup killed everything, but there's patches of clover all over there that's survived somehow. Now it's not a bad thing because it's going to be fixing nitrogen in the ground and all, so it's a good thing. Just I thought Roundup killed everything. So yeah, we sprayed it with Roundup on a Monday, and then we came in. We didn't actually. We had James George in with his Varado direct drill. He came in and drilled it for us on his big class tractor, and he had a I can't remember, I'm not sure if it was a Gutler or a Wax like tine harrow on the front. So that sort of scuffed the ground, loosened off any dead grass, any turf, dead turfy bits. I suppose that would also hopefully take out any slugs or any slug eggs, whatever, that sort of live in the soil. I mean, if you watch Harry's farm, we saw him harrowing his stubbles to try and take slugs out, I think. An agri contract does it as well, I think, just to harrow, rake over the ground, just sort of take out slugs and distribute the straw and stuff. So yeah, we direct drilled it. Main reason for direct drilling was it was quicker, just get it in and done. Second reason then, the soil structure. Because we direct drilled it, we haven't disturbed the soil structure, so when we come to graze it in the winter, it should be much firmer underfoot, it should carry the animals much better. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, no cultivation, no nothing, just drilled and left. So hopefully it'll mean that we'll have, like I just said, better soil structure, so it should then hopefully drain better. I mean, this is a dry field anyway. I mean, this field here is on a bank, and it's sits a little bit wet here in this hollow here, but then all the rest down over there and up there is just very thin loamy soil over shale and plenty of stones. This field is called the quarry field for a good reason, because whenever you work it you have millions of stones to contend with, and not just small ones. You'll have stones, big stones, come up as well. Like this was in crops for years and years and years, and the stones in here were horrendous. It's been in grass now for 7 years, I think, 6 or 7 years, probably more. And so it's built up, hopefully, it's built a good natural soil structure now. And one thing maybe we should have done before direct drilling was dug a soil pit with a spade to see what the soil was doing, if there's any compaction or anything, but it's a bit late now because we drilled it. And ideally we don't disturb the soil too much for this, so we don't have if you work the soil it'd be more open and be more prone to being poached by the animals in the winter. So yeah, here we are. We'll catch up with this now, well, in a few weeks time when it's grown away, I hope. So hopefully we're not going to have to do anything else to it. We don't have to apply any pesticides or slug pellets, but we'll keep monitoring. And yeah, there we are. So just a little quick catch up vid. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.